with the steal that he was able to come up with. He had Trey Murphy III on the lob, just didn't throw him the lob.
Murray levels off.
Good D by Zach Edey, kept Dejounte Murray in front and then contested the jump shot.
Morant against Herb Jones, falling down. Edey catches. Crowd wanted to travel. A Bane three is short. Edey taps out the rebound, but to Murray. Bane battling for it. Edey has it, and Bane will score.
What about the hustle from this Grizzlies basketball team?
Smart start tonight. Edey's three is through. Zach Edey, who went 2 of 2 from beyond against Golden State, drops in the first Memphis triple of the game.
There's no hesitation. He turns and looks and doesn't see a defender. Nice shot.
Murray blocked by Edey. Murray got it back. They're going to say, Edey, that was a 2.
Hands there, though.
Bane takes it to the rack with the jam.
Zach Edey comes to the game. Game changed. Knocks down a long jump shot, gets a block, then gets a steal.
And 10 feeds for Morant. He attacks again. He hangs, misses. Edey offensive rebound and the stick back. Timeout Lakers.
All season long.
It's March Madness. For Edey, his 9th double-double of the season. And the Grizzlies lead by 4. Every game on this homestand has gone down to the wire. Edey, yes sir, with 2 hands. Desmond Bane.
Thing is, you see him. How about this finish by Zach Edey and the emotion afterwards? I think the Atlanta Hawks,
they're going to challenge.
Nice finish, nice roll, beautiful find by Desmond Bane.
And the pass, Edey battling, got it back, and he dunks it with Wembanyama.
How about the stare afterwards, partner? Pass, he missed the pass, but he's able to rip it away, and then from there, it is just about ferocity, attacking the basket. You're too small.
So what about the whole need to play with more physicality thing?
It shows.
I talked about dunks. Edey now has 17 dunks this season. He came in tied for 6th in the NBA. So Dorian Finney-Smith goes out with the 2 fouls. Edey gonna take it.
Big fella, they tried to sit back in Jaren's lap.
And a foul on Jalen Wells is first.
Look at this, put it on his head. Then Claxton tries to get out of the way, realizing I'm back a little bit too far to be able to contest Edey at the rim.
Suggs covers up Morant. Now a side pick and roll. Edey comes to set it. Lob for Edey.
Yes. Took more of a leadership role. You see this beautiful lob set up here, and Zach Edey, great catch and finish. A lot of big fellas showing him a little athleticism to his game. Yes, he's tall, but I still can get up.
Seconds when nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. But you see here, there's no way that they can stop this inside. And Zach Edey, the thing you like is not just the positioning, but then once he shoots his shot, it's hard for anyone to contest once he turns over that left shoulder.
Backing down. Backing down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Edey! Drop step and drop it on his head.
Put it on his head, Big Edey.
And Kawamura with the foul.
Now,
Grizzlies didn't have one to
I'm
give.
gonna tell you this, man. If I'm not mistaken, I was watching the Chicago Bulls game, and I thought they went to a clip of showing Marcus Smart, showing him how to do this reverse spin move right there. He was in. It was a pregame before the bat, and they were working on bang.
The paint. Extra pass. Russell for 3. No. Boarded by Jaren. Grizzlies looking for the lead. LaRavia, Euro steps around, connect, finds Edey for the dunk.
I told you, LaRavia said, line monster can jump up. Nice pass here.
Look ahead to Edey. Jaren Jackson Jr. That's 5 on the shot clock. Anderson stripped by G.G. Jackson. Picked up by Kennard. Grizzlies with numbers going forward. Pippen drop off. Edey waits out the traffic. Grizzlies have brought the competitive spirit to close out this road trip. Pippen, handoff, Edey for the dunk.
This is a
Ware can't hit it. Well, Memphis is a great offensive rebounding team and a poor defensive rebounding team.
Zach Edey running the floor.
Another turnover.
Grizzlies out, 5-on-2. GG pulls up for 3. Edey with the follow. Zach Edey, 12 and 9 boards.
Yeah, he has made a statement here in the game on the backboards, defensively and offensively.
Back by Aldama. Hield rises from 3, misses everything. Rebound Edey. A look ahead, Kennard.
Yes.
Drop off, Edey for the dunk. Well done by Kennard. The big fella running in transition.
More offensive minded. Can they come up with the stops off of Anthony Davis' leg with the knockaway there by Marcus Smart?
Yeah, Davis went to the left hand with the dribble, forced to move to his left. Easy look ahead to Edey. Marcus Smart, great read, and a finish by Edey. His 10th double-figure scoring game of the in the NBA as Bain and Edey have brought the double figures. Draymond Green with a miss. Jaren with a rebound. Jaren with a chance to go for 30.
Nice.
Finds Edey underneath.
Playmaking there by Jaren. You become second in the West. Those back-to-back seasons, no longer do people overlook you.
Houston 21-3 with a halftime lead. The Grizzlies just 1-10 when they trailed at intermission.
Good block.
Green defended well by Edey.
For us in the game 1. Maybe he'll do it again tonight.
Şengün smothered by Edey.
That's how you use that.
Anderson a steal. Up ahead. Hero kept his foot on the ground. 7-3 is 7-3.
Well, what great effort by Zach.
Record than Golden State. That would be the next tiebreaker. Podziemski slams on the brakes, spins. His hook is blocked by Edey. Games of 20+ for Morant. Curry, a drive, a trailing Draymond. Great block by Edey. Morant against Podziemski off his 4th triple of the night.
These two teams, we said, just continue to battle.
Curry blocked by Edey, and then out of bounds. 11 on the shot clock for Golden State coming back in.
So he's just going to continue trying to gut it out as Austin Reeves with a body blow. Good block by Edey.
Picked up by Vince. Close out by Kennard. Drives, Edey.
Great block.
Markkanen. Kessler. Offensive rebound. Collier the drive, and Edey says, not here, not now.
Perfect pass from Scottie Pippen Jr.
Bruce Brown, 5 seconds. Grizzlies, no fouls to give. Brown driving in the lane. Blocked by Edey, and that'll do it for the first quarter.
And a good job by Zach Edey.
Sequence for Memphis. Some things don't show up on the stat sheet. Look at Zach Edey. First, he pinches on Hartenstein to take away the cut. Hard closeout to force a missed 3, which leads to numbers in the open floor. Nice decision by Desmond Bain. The ball fake gets 2 defenders to jump, and he walks into an open 3.
Timeout, Spurs still have 3. Fox against Edey. Edey blocks.
That's good defense. And also good movement of the feet by Zach Edey to be able to get back to a block position defensively.
Second block by Edey tonight. Would have made it a 2-point game.
Oh, great block.
Edey with a rejection.
Yeah, Zach Edey has done an admirable job being able to stay in front and contest these guards. Is big block.
Only 8 miscues tonight.
Good block.
Edey with a block, loose ball, runs it down.
That's the issue in that first half. Too many second chance opportunities. Good block by Edey.
With a block and then a tap out to Bain.
We made the correct pick for our team.
Olynyk and Edey blocks that out of bounds.
Playing good defense. This competition. This is on the offensive end. Good concentration.
Edey gets the stop against.
There in Charlotte.
I'm just glad you're right here. Don't go anyplace, will you?
Oh no.
Bridges blocked by Edey.
To play against some of those guys, he's just been a defender against the opposing team's bigs.
Randall misses the 3. Forces DeRozan to give up on the possession for himself, and now Monk picked up by Pippen. Sabonis turnaround. Edey got a piece.
Turnovers, 6 points scored off of those turnovers.
The Grizzlies averaging better than 11 steals over the last 6 games. Curry, Edey block. In terms of attempts, That in itself is a win. James back in the game. Around a Davis screen. He weaves, he fires. And Edey boards Jaron with 11, 9 in the period. Both teams over the limit, under 2 remaining. James against Edey.
Good job by Zach Edey there to force Jermaine to pass it out.
Reddish drive. Wanted a foul, got none. Claxton on the pickup. Schroeder, a spin away, blocked by Edey. Edey, a walk-up 3, it's in! Zach Edey.
Throw it up to the sky. Why not, Zach Edey?
Edey, another rejection, that's 4 for him. Keon Johnson got victimized. Jaron for 3, bango, big John Morant alley-oop.
But the thing is, Del Jenkins talked about having those opportunities, looking ahead, and Morant doing a great job. Santi running well, Morant, good job looking, good blocking.
Oh, Edey with an erasure.
2 games here at home. He wants to do a better job of getting victories in this building.
Lopez screens, Lillard down the lane against Edey, and Edey with the rejection.
Advantage over Gary Trent Jr. and then Zach Edey. Good job of staying in the direct line. Just weren't aggressive enough. It wasn't, the scheme was what it was. They weren't aggressive within the scheme. Great block here by Big Maple. At all, coming back from that illness. But what he is he's a presence on the floor, and he can make plays as he did there.
Sexton drives. Oh, Edey rejects it.
Wow. Colin Sexton, he's still down. See this good swing of the basketball. John Morant allows the defense to all flush to the basket and then makes a nice pass. And here, Zach Edey doing what he has done here lately, doing a great job.
I think Miami, with Jimmy Butler, as Edey just denies Robinson.
Butler floats.
Block. Edey.
Vince Williams Jr. getting physical with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock down to 7. SGA down the lane, swatted by Edey.
Great help defense there by Zach Edey.
And a lot's going to be required of everybody as Sabonis rolls to the rim against Edey. Edey with a rejection, picked up by Wells. Kennard back to the scorers table. John Conchar as well. Blocked by Edey against Murray. Miami team and their lob threat not there. Oh, wow. Zach Edey, what a block against Wiggins.
An and-one opportunity. It all starts, though, with Zach Edey coming up with a huge... A lot of it is because Zach Edey kept the play.
Oh, good block with the rejection of Exum. Teams had double-digit leads in both of the prior games. Najee Marshall, G.G. Jackson, and Edey there defensively. Down to 8, 5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Trae Young leans, blocked by Edey. Pippen gambled on the steal. Champagnie. Biombo. Oh, Edey says no. Halliburton, second in the league in assist-to-turnover ratio. He drives. Edey with the block. Another offensive rebound. That is 7. Kenrich Williams attacks against Edey. And a jump ball is the call. Jalen Williams.
Zach Edey there, just hands straight up. Forces the tie jump shots. You just have to be willing to take them.
Keldon Johnson in for the first time tonight. He drives and Edey blocks it. Bane 2 for 2 from the line. Grizzlies down 4 with 4 gone by here in the first quarter. Towns drives on Edey, and Edey knocks it out of bounds. That is
the body.
Are they going? It's simply out of bounds. And looking at the way it had gotten so chippy, Collier is rejected by Edey. I wonder if the chippy...
I think very much so. It had a lot to do with it. And right now, a lot of the interior defense has to do with the way that Zach Edey protecting the rim, attacking his bullet.
Shot clock down to 9. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl finds BC underneath against Edey, and they swallow it up. Edey with the takeaway.
Created some good looks for the Grizzlies from the three-point line.
Edwards attacking, and it hit Edwards when he was seated out of bounds.
Good help defense there by Jaron and Zach.
Minnesota missing their last 15 from 3.
Again, that's because of the physicality of this Mavericks. Good block here by Edey.
9 to shoot for Murray. Drives. Oh, and Edey, an erasure.
Edey, the second time Edey has come over. The first time he came over to help force Murray to kick it out to Jones from the three-point line. This time, he gets all of the basketball with a big block.
Misi backing down. Hook, no, denied by Edey. Misi, an 0 for 3 start. Grizzlies lead the league in transition, possession, and points off transition. That was, Edey with the rejection of Boucher.
Denying on this. Boucher, he has an easy one. Zach Edey said, you didn't know I was coming. It's Edey. Denies Boucher. Ball moving side to side, not dribbling. And it's just too good. They help good block.
Edey blocks.
Defensively do the Grizzlies.
Zubats goes right at Edey.
Good block.
If they give Edey a block, it's his 3rd of the night. Behind the back.
I love the grin that we saw from Santi as he ran down the floor.
Schroeder drives.
Oh, good block.
Blocked. Edey with a rejection.
The Trailblazers, they're struggling from the three-point line. This is looking like them in a good block.
Edey.
Wiggins thinks he has an easy one, but Zach Edey able to cover a lot of ground to come up with this block.
Space Eater tonight. Vlatko Cancar into the game. Strother drives. Edey the rejection. Loose ball Cancar and a shot clock violation. And Edey, Brevin, he comes in and he immediately makes an impact. That's 2 blocks. And technical foul on DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan at the rim.
That's one of those where Zach take a nice power dribble. Oh, good block there by Zach Edey, returning the favor. But on the offensive end, one thing you don't want to do is you can't play against Anthony Davis with no contact. See here, Zach does a good job moving his feet and being able to come up with that block without a foul. Good help by Carrington out of the corner.
Sarr again going downhill and Edey says no.
And it's hard to talk out who goes where and what, but the Grizzlies want to make sure they cover the back of Brooklyn. Yeah, Claxton, if he can't grab the ball with the long arms, he does a great job of back-tapping rebounds.
Thomas drives, Edey with a rejection.
Get it out of here.
And then Morant run down by Dorian Finney-Smith. Just serve it up, and the big fella throws it down.
That one, he did a good job, though, being able to keep his eyes, because the ball almost gets to the backboard before he puts it down. And then on this end, good job by the Grizzlies to just deny at the front of the rim before coming up with the big block by Edey.
Third assist for Pippen. Sensabaugh over the top, well defended by Edey. Trying to hit
17-0, second chance points here for the Grizzlies.
Kessler to the foul line. Filipowski. Cancar stays with him. Lob.
In a winning team, especially as a rookie, you don't get the luxury of time. There's not a lot of opportunities to work through mistakes. So Jackson says there was pressure for Zach Edey to acclimate quickly and execute at a high level because every game matters. This team believes it can.
Point lead. Wesley tried to lob it. Edey defended it well. Game and San Antonio takes timeout. Edey starts it defensively.
Continuing to talk to Edey where he would like him to be to find him. And Edey here, great defense on the steal.
Intercepts the lob.
They'll get a possession.
James around a Davis screen. That was deflected, but it got through to Reeves. 5 to shoot. James against Marcus Smart. The lob defended by Edey. Grizzlies 4 on 3 if they hurry. Reddish knocked down Pippen behind the back. Edey's fouled. Marcus Smart with a spectacular delivery, and Edey back to the free throw line.
It was also a great job of Marcus Smart just watching. He saw the defender Reddish running up behind Scottie Pippen Jr. Scottie Pippen Jr. doesn't know he's there, but then Marcus Smart gets on the basketball quickly to get it to Zach Edey for these 2 free throws.
D'Angelo Russell, his second foul. Edey, who got off to a rough start from the free throw line on the season, 3 for 3 tonight. 3rd straight game for him coming in off the bench. And it's a one-point game with 1.2 remaining in layup. Abdia. And Edey denies the lob. Grizzlies
picked up Ben Simmons. He became their pseudo backup center. He's a guy who can switch. Nice look over the top here.
Edey. Tough catch, tough finish. Morant looking to attack Gobert. Lobs it up. Edey. Tough catch against Gobert out of the double. Wells a three. It's through, and the Grizzlies have
Jr. as your only true point guard at this point. Good steal there by Edey.
Edey with the interception. Edey, good hands. Yes, and the foul.
That means that there's now 7 in double figures, all 5 starters for the Grizzlies in double figures, and this is starting to become a norm for this team to have 6 and 7 guys while continuing to still do all the other little things too.
Kennard takes the middle, wrap around for Edey. Tough catch, took it away from Hunter and slammed it.
What you see from Jalen Wells on a nightly basis.
Henderson drives into traffic, tried to get it to Ayton, and Portland turns it. This is going to go out. Aldama's going to go out. Jaren Jackson Jr., Scottie Pippen returning, as you see Edey, second among rookie scorers at 11 a game.
And there, good job reading the drive. Doesn't just keep his hands up, traces the back. How about Zach Edey? This is after a block. Walks down. Hey, throw it to the sky after you make it, too. And then John Morant went with as he was going to go for the dunk. Made this one even better. He goes as here's the dunk. No, I can't dunk it. Still the wherewithal to hang long enough to go to a second move in the air, partner.
Aldama out, Laravia in. Morant around the high screen. No look pass for Edey and a dunk. 13 and 8 boards and 3 blocks for the rookie tonight. Has been a real problem, only 4 of 20.
Look at the pass there. He's in great hands. Edey stretches out with the left hand.
It was pretty obvious. They lost that challenge. Lob, Edey powers it through. He's down 11. Screen by Edey for Kennard. Pick and roll for Edey. Sets up Pippen. His rhythm three is through. 41% three-point shooter. Aldama on the baseline against Filipowski. Nice pick for Zubats. Kennard against Bogdanovich. Edey, deep post position against Zubats. Top side, a Kennard three. Bango, Luke Kennard again. He's averaging 17 a game this season. The scoring numbers down, but his impact is unmistakable. A Wells three. Bango.
Force you into tough shots on the defensive side. You didn't get what you wanted to get. You got what they gave you. Nice pass.
Great find.
Beautiful find. Luke Kennard on the rebound. But you have about this little give, and Desmond Bane is cutting from the opposite side. And Zach Edey's having a really good game, an all-around game.
Nice. Bane attacking and finishing against Cunningham.
Yeah, nice
Great
pass.
setup by Edey.
Yeah.
On the move, Vince feeding the post. Edey outside, Jaren for three. It's through!
It's going to be a heated Rookie of the Year battle this year.
Yeah, there's no easy answer. Kennard steps out, another three. Good again, Luke Kennard.
Zach Edey trying to help on the post with Wiggins. Jackson Davis in a nice pass. This is a hand long to grab the jersey.
Yeah, be number 2 on him.
See Spencer, nice back door. How about the pass there? Zach Edey, beautiful.
A lot of Canadians, Olynyk and Edey, 2 of the Canadians.
Nice.
Oh, great look to Bane for the finish. Zach Edey, well done. By the Jaren finds Edey, one-on-one with Kevon Looney. Edey backs down, finds an open Bane. His three is through! And the Grizzlies flying again here.
And the crowd is dead because not a lot is happening. That's the way you work your way back into the game.
Bane, great feed from Edey.
Just can you get one step quicker, because the effort has been there. Nice backdoor run by Desmond Bane. Good find by Edey.
Making a three. Kennard's got a mid-range look. Shot horribly from 3. 14% in the 2 games combined. They're 2 of 3 from deep. Kennard.
Really playing well defensively, communicating with one another. You see the physicality here early.
Kennard knocks down the shot here in Memphis, 120-109. Then December 27th in New Orleans, 132-124. Bane comes up firing and fills it up.
Before.
I'm sure it had to have happened at some point. What's also rather odd is Dennis Schroeder, consecutive games. Here's Bane for 3. It's through. Dennis Schroeder.
And really, he has continued to grow game from game. There's here, nice pull-up jump shot. I think with Thompson.
Kennard offensive rebound. Zach,
yes!
That is a much higher percentage shot, young. In any event,
step up.
Bane drives against Vassell, wrap around, Edey.
What did I just say, partner? On the drive to the...
Trying to hit Messi, Morant through a crowd. McCollum counters him there. Bane drives, finds Edey for the flush. Timeout, New Orleans. Robinson Earl, short with the 3. Good rebound by Edey, took it away from Tice. Morant directing traffic. That tells Bane, get out of here. Got it back, isolated with Tice. Dump down, Edey reversing, yes, and the foul. Wow, that was pretty.
It was pretty because John gives the ball up, gets it back because he has the mismatch. So we said in the first quarter that their synergy was getting better and better. Well, this time, Zach Edey realizing, continued to go to the basket, but even though John Morant is going up for the shot, keep your eyes on Morant because he catches the basketball. Then how about the acrobatic finish, even for Zach Edey, is Anthony Carter. Olynyk, especially on pick and pop scenario.
Olynyk hit 4 of 5 threes against the Grizzlies last year. Morant drives 2, a driving Zach Edey.
Floor for the Toronto Raptors. Morant, see here, getting to the basket, an easy setup for Edey. But for this Raptors team, it's only Olynyk who's the one guy who will not be able to put the ball on the floor multiple times to get to the basket. Everyone else has the ability.
Morant trying to direct traffic to a cutting Edey. Flips it up and in. Shout out Canada. Lakers by 3. Backdoor, Kennard, drop off Edey. And timeout taken by the Lakers. Grizzlies within 1. 111-110.
So this Grizzlies team, no matter who's on the floor, who's not on the floor, they're going to compete to the end.
52 paint points for the Grizzlies. Edey with a dozen off the bench.
Switzy's coming to the game.
Feed Edey from Aldama.
He continues to run the floor extremely well.
The NBA players, he just did an outstanding job.
Zach Edey.
An issue for the Grizzlies.
Pippen drives, reverses, Edey follows. Well, health issues, not able to coach the last few games.
Hopefully he's able to get himself better, along with Jeff Van Gundy, who was out also. A family situation for him and Zach Edey again, working on the...
They did not get that. Down 37-26 after 1 quarter. Kennard, his 3 is off, tapped in by Edey.
A chance opportunity.
Bane for 3. Edey offensive rebound. Surprised Wells with the pass. Iteration on the scoreboard. Jaren drives, hooks, follow in by Edey.
Said it coming into this game.
Bane.
See, the other thing that's happening is they're being able to rebound and run.
Bane going coast to coast, and Edey with the follow. Timeout, New Orleans.
Turnovers.
Kennard behind the Edey screen. Edey offensive rebound in the flush. Marcus for 3. Back iron, Edey offensive rebound. Pippen a reloaded 3. That's through.
Zach Edey again, dominant on the floor.
It's a Bucks team. They don't do big business in the paint. They are a lot of mid-range jump shooting. Edey guides the Bane miss. Bernard out of the corner. Can't get by McDaniels. Wells will try for 3. That's off the back iron. Edey offensive rebound, extra pass, Kennard a three, off the back iron, Edey another offensive rebound.
Another one.
Kennard again, good! 7. Here's Wells for three, too strong. Edey offensive rebound, Edey back up, yes, and the foul. Games this season with multiple three-point makes. Grady Dick off the glass, and Edey is just dominating on the glass, as you would expect. Wells a pull-up three, bingo! Jalen. Wells for three. Edey, rebound, stick back. 15-second chance points and a foul.
He's just too physical on the interior. You see Olynyk there, no chance, and then the Grizzlies get a gift with this and one opportunity for Zach Edey. You're going to talk about any type of challenge. That's one where Darko should have definitely thrown the yellow flag.
That definitely would be. Drives, reverses, no. Edey a punch-out rebound. Aldama for three. It's through! 1-point game, 11.4. 9 points is 142. Did that at Chicago. Konchar for three. Edey. Kennard reloads. Bingo! New season high in points.
All these stats going in the wrong direction. Exactly. Zach Edey.
Offensive rebound and the stick back off the miss by Marcus Smart.
Zach Edey just working, able to come up with the offensive rebound. Then on this end, good job with the block defensively. Three fast break indicative of the entire night of this Grizzlies team.
Smart. Edey underneath.
Zach Edey has been able to do in his minutes on the floor. See Zach Edey here, nice little good little bump there to Anthony Davis to clear him.
Recently with injury, Jalen Wells. Edey another offensive rebound, powers it up and in and draws the foul. In fact, the Lakers have lost the fourth most games to injury in the NBA this year.
I try to say for the Grizzlies here, and again, Zach Edey doing exactly what you think that he should be able to do. You go shot block, there's nobody else on the floor that can keep Edey away from the ball. He's just doing a great job of grabbing these offensive boards.
And converts the free throw. Miranda against Christie. He drives off the glass. No, and a foul by Edey. Third double-double of the season for Zach Edey with that foul flush. 3% in the paint. Folks, they shoot 59% for the season. A smart three. That's off. Edey offensive rebound. Trying to create a little space. Jaren tries for three and puts it in. Great events coming up. Here's Bain, a pull-up three. Edey trying to run it down to the corner, and it's out of bounds.
Zach Edey, here's the basketball. Zach Edey has made a difference in every facet here tonight. The contest of the last three-point shot. You see the hustle here, knocks it off of Brown, so that the Grizzlies continue the possession.
Julian Strother
being easy in the paint for the Golden State Warriors. Taylor Jenkins during that last time out, as you see Marcus Smart get into the paint for the Grizzlies. He said, I don't mind what we're doing offensively. He said our shots that we're getting there have been.
This is just wrestle the ball away. I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you. Give me the ball.
That's Canada and Canada right there.
Oh, let's know what. Shout out Canada.
Game show, you would know that we talked about offensive rebounding and how important that was going to be tonight for the Grizzlies to not allow offensive rebounds to the Portland Trailblazers. Well, Taylor Jenkins just told the team during that last time out, he said, keep limiting them to just one shot. We've got to be strong and
Santi for three. Edey offensive rebound. Muscle him out of the way, big fella.
Get off of me. Shed him. Get off of me here.
Glad you're with us wherever you may be. Grizzlies have first. Morant slicing through the lane, elevating, missing. Edey battling for an offensive rebound. Took it away from Jackson Hayes. A Wells three is off the iron. Rebound back tap by Edey, picked up by Morant. Multiple offensive rebounds off the jump for the Grizzlies. Zach Edey making an impression early. Morant drives, tries to wrap around. Edey in traffic, banks it in. Morant challenging Russell, hangs, bank, no, Edey finish. That
rebound was just a situation when players go underneath. You got to do a good job of not allowing them to stay there. But here, Morant going to the basket. Jackson Hayes jumping straight up. But I said Jackson Hayes will continue to be a guy to try to block shots. Edey on the backboards. John Morant there sheds the defensive.
It's a new NBA high for him. Wells hangs. Edey offensive rebound and powers it down.
That's it. Use your advantage.
Turns, misses, tap. Loose ball to Aldama. Santi drives, flips. No, Edey slams.
They haven't been able to get some of these floaters returned.
Pippen, Wells. Edey, the weak side rebound. Edey to a cutting Wells. Yes! Aldama drives, fade away. Edey, offensive rebound, hooks and hits. Zach Edey, his 4th rebound of the game. He's got 6 on the night and another. Houston timeout.
To get it together and finish.
Looks a lot more comfortable tonight than he did in Salt Lake City. Didn't give up on the play and got the hook to drop in.
Set screens, roll, just be more of a factor with his size on that end.
High screen by Edey for Morant. Drives, lays it up, too strong. Edey follows it up and in. And Edey fouled as well. Edey averaged 12 a game in the preseason, breakout game in Indiana. And there you see the size as he is able to finish over the top of Hendricks.
Coming out of this timeout.
Yeah, the Grizzlies 4 turnovers here in the 4th quarter. Great screen by Edey. Pippen against Sasser. Fade away, short. Edey battling for it. Oh, Big Maple standing tall. Jaren Jackson Jr. for 3. No. Edey breaks Bryant Reeves' 29-year-old franchise record for rookie rebounds. He's got 19, but an open 3, that's off. Cunningham had a great look at it, too.
20 rebound game.
20 rebound game. Exactly. 7 points, and it's a 3-point Grizzlies lead. Bain, the pull-up not there. Rebound, Edey in traffic, lays it up and in. But the Grizzlies going to have to be virtually perfect on both ends of the floor.
Now, Bart, the other thing is, hopefully, they're able to get a nice drop off to Edey. Oh, nice roll.
Edey rolls, backhanded layup, and the foul.
Beautiful pass, lead pass by Desmond Bain. Nice roll. And the big fella showing a little creativity around the basket. He catches, good job not putting it on the floor, continues to the basket. And then the ability to finish with that backhand, takes the hit, and one opportunity.
Former hockey. Edey rolls to the bucket, lays it in, and the foul. Double-double, number 3 in a row. He's the first Grizzlies rookie with 3 straight point rebound double-doubles since Pau Gasol, who had 4 straight in March and April of 2002.
Said Jaren, again, it's the same thing. The double team, they finally commit. He picks the basketball up, great vision, great pass. Zach Edey, beautiful finish through contact. Or they'll just throw the ball high. No way Wells can defend that.
Morant lobs for Edey. All right, dueling lob.
In Asbury Park.
Yeah.
Pull up.
Lob for Edey. Brooklyn has had an answer. Edey. Yes. 23 for Edey.
And again, partner.
Leading at halftime has been regular for the Grizzlies. Lob for Edey from Morant. There's the double-double for Morant.
Morant, good job continuing to keep the dribble. And you see right there, there's no help on the roll, no bump, no help.
Good struggle, and Morant, triple-double for him. And he celebrates with a lob to Edey. Timeout, Milwaukee.
Look at Zach Edey. Did you see the exhilaration by Zach Edey after that finish?
12th triple-double for Morant in the regular season. 21, 10 boards, 12 feeds. Throwing a steal for good measure. Edey with 10.
Because of his strength.
Pippen lobs it up for Edey.
First we see Scottie Pippen Jr. turns the corner, throws up just high enough. It's hard for a defender to jump as they're retreating. When they're throwing it to Edey, just
Warriors 75% from the line on the season, but 100% tonight. Morant lobs for Edey. And a foul.
I think one of those guys they were missing earlier in the year due to injury for Strus. And all it does is just make their depth that much better. Nice lob set up here to Zach Edey by John.
Amazing. Edey screens. Morant lobs it up, and the big fella throws it down. Wells lobs for Edey through traffic.
Well, they got this. At one point, you talked about nice look.
Edey.
Nice look. Remember you talked about the Mavericks shooting 50% partner? Felt that he didn't need much more time at Arizona, more than that one season.
Another lob for Edey. Antonio, no turnovers in this period either.
61 points here in the half with still 5 minutes to go. Good
Lob for Edey.
nice setup there.
Morant lobs for Edey. It's one of the highest percentages in the NBA. Morant lobs it up. Edey dunks.
You see what the difference on that one? If you go back
0 for 2 to start. 3 gone by here in the first quarter. Morant on a drive, lobs it up for Edey.
great recognition. First off, John Morant.
Far off the strong side corner, Al Horford giving him an uncontested triple.
It's been a struggle for the Grizzlies this year. They have given up a ton of corner threes. Edey going to the hook off glass. Zach Edey.
I give the Grizzlies a lot of credit defensively.
Edey banks in a floater. Personality said to me tonight, Filipowski couldn't guard you. Fourth rebound of the game. Kennard, drop off. Edey hooks, hits.
Here's the other thing. The Grizzlies have to play with a better sense of urgency. If they want to come back and win this basketball game, they'll look inside the Grizzlies a lot better here in this second half.
Gigi Jackson will start the second half with Jaren out. Deep catch, Edey. Yes, and the foul.
I also see a couple times he's had some post-ups. For him is exhaust the dribble and they don't come, then continue to work his way into a good scoring situation. Great eyes up by Jalen Wells to find Edey inside for the three-point play opportunity.
Averaging 13 points a game. He's got 20 tonight. Edey hooks and hits.
I like.
Line was not their friend. 7 to shoot. Edey one-on-one with Capella. Backs him down. He's got him up in the air. Yes, and the foul. Well done by the rookie Zach Edey against Clint Capella.
First game in a while. I would say all the way back to when the Grizzlies played Indiana in the preseason.
Right.
And they went to Zach Edey a number of times, and he had nice one-on-one moves. Well, they're going to him here in this second half. The nice little pump fake gets Capella up and then goes up as Capella's going down. Three-point play opportunity.
Edey's shooting right around 55, 56% with his hook shot. And they've done it through the draft. 10 of the players at the start of the season. Here's Edey up under against Biombo and scores. They started a tough catch against Banchero. Backs him down, single coverage. The hook is up and in for Zach Edey. Pace to be just the second NBA player. As Morant goes to work. Bain, and now Jaren on the feed to Edey. Yes, and the foul. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on pace to be just the second NBA player. 30 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, 2 steals, a block while shooting 50% plus. Only one other player has done that as Edey earns the trip to the free throw line and a three-point chance. You know who that other player was?
Out on the floor, the three-point shot also has a good job of being able to pump fake and put the ball on the floor.
Edey backing down, Barnes doubles and one for Zach Edey. Edey shooting well above 55% on his hook shot attempts, converts that and the foul.
You see here, Jaren Jackson Jr. able to keep composure to find Wells in the corner. And this, Zach Edey, once he caught the ball initially, he waited for the coast to clear. And once it did, Olynyk has no chance of keeping him from backing down. You see the late help by Barnes, gets there late and one opportunity for Edey.
Barnes, the foul, his first. Edey converts the Bucks shoot 38.5% from three, second best in the NBA. Edey swings the hook up and in. Zach Edey
Gets it again and finish.
Jaren's three. That's off. Edey offensive rebound. Double-double for Edey. Going up, under, yes, and another foul. Another and one opportunity for Zach Edey.
But what I like about this one was, on this offensive rebound, it wasn't a tip drill. This was, I'm going to go and grab this offensive rebound. Once he grabs this one, and now he goes to work. No need in kicking it out. He has a size advantage and takes advantage.
Jackson bumping into Brooks. That'll be a good matchup with the 7-4. Edey inside working on Adams.
Scorers and shot takers both enjoy playing in the mid-range.
Messi can't defend Zach Edey. Edey, low post, hooks it up and in.
His hands.
Morant, no-look pass. Edey trying to create space, hooks it home. Edey is top 10 in field goal percentage on hook shots this year. Advance, Bane. Bane, big third quarter against the Rockets on Monday night. Edey going to the glass with the hook. Steals, feeding, Edey, one-on-one, Wembanyama, off the glass and in for Zach Edey. And Edey with a little...
See John Morant finds Zach Edey. Vassell, no chance. Inside, Zach Edey with deep position. He comes back again, deep position again on Victor, and you see the little hit there.
From beyond the arc, Bane trying to turn the corner. Morant, bullet pass, Edey for the dunk.
Bullet passes right as he finds Zach.
Kennard delivers to Edey. He hooks and hits, and it's a... Fox sets up DeRozan. Rebound, Edey. Bane around an Edey screen. Dances inside. Hits Edey. Edey hooks and hits.
Zach did a great job. He set the screen. When he rolled, he hit Sabonis.
Jackson against Ellis. Edey against Len. Hooks and hits.
Oh, move there by Zach Edey to get to the left-hand finish.
Here's DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan in this new state of how he plays the game, knocking out threes.
Edey hooks, hits over Sabonis.
Again.
Grizzlies win the jump, and away we go. Grizzlies winning last night 155-126 over Toronto. Early look to Edey for the slam.
It's kind of how
Job attacking, got inside, found Edey. Edey against Messi, swings the hook up and in. Trey Murphy banks in a three. Edey against Tice, off glass.
foul. I mean, you can't grab his arm. I understand that he's bigger than the other person, but that's still a foul. Interior defense can't just stand on the perimeter against this team.
Barnes trying to guard Edey, and Edey hits it with the hook. And you get it to the big fella, he knows what to do with it.
Especially if he can be that deep. You see that left foot right at the top of the defensive restricted area?
Barrett's had 6 double-doubles and a couple of triple-doubles. Morant, no. Edey offensive rebound. Grizzlies get a fresh 14. Edey goes to work against Olynyk. Backing down and hitting the hook. Zach Edey looking very much the way he did in that preseason game. Now, Hawks get a bucket.
He's the one guy that the Grizzlies, you keep going under screens and force him to have to make those threes.
Edey against Capello, backs him down, swings the hook up and in. Zach Edey.
I think what he did was a great job of keeping his pivot foot. He wanted to go to the reverse, but a defender ran by. Because he did keep himself stable, able to throw the right-hand jump hook.
Capella misses the hook against the defensive Edey. Capella's had really good games against the Grizzlies, but he's never had to face the size of Zach Edey. Aldama, Edey in the post, hooks, hits over DeAndre Jordan.
Nice find there by Santi Aldama with his head up, Kennard. And then here, deep post position. Nice job getting right into the hook there by Edey, making a difference early.
Edey with 4. Vince drives, floats a pass to Aldama. Edey, good hands, takes it away from Chanchar. Kennard attacking, lobs for Edey.
Beautiful setup. Luke Kennard made that look like he was coming for a sweeping left hand.
From downtown, he's got 20 here in the first half. Edey, deep position against Davis. A pump fake and a hook that hits.
See what I like about it? You see the first
three-point line, 1 of 9. Edey against Klingon, one-on-one. Purdue and UConn going at it again. Edey creating space, hooking and hitting. Within the game.
Watch this one. Bang. Bang. That's all right. Bang one more time. And now I'm going to get the finish there. And then Edey with a little bit of
fakes. Edey post up mismatch against Banton. Hooks and hits.
I love the patience. Number one, and reward the big fella.
Crew chief stealing candy. 9 on the shot clock. Edey, lefty hook, put it in. Laravia, little shake and bake. Edey against Valanciunas, swings the hook and hits.
Zach Edey to be and think more offensive.
Starts his drive. Keon Johnson, he drives. Oh, and Edey another swat. But off the recovery, Claxton is there to hit the baseline jumper.
Zach Edey making his presence felt here early and often in this game.
Laravia. Morant, he's hit a 3 already, guarded by Keon Johnson. Edey, tough catch. One-on-one with Claxton, swings the hook up and in.
He's in a groove, partner. He is in a groove here tonight early.
Couple of dunks and the hook. 6 points, 3 boards, 2 blocks for the 2-time NCAA Rookie Player of the Year. Zach Edey, averaging 9 a game, has 6 with 5:49 remaining. Picked up by Caleb Martin. Feed to Edey against Drummond. He turns, he hooks, he hits.
What I like about that move, I like the left hand, but he didn't allow.
As you look at Edey, we knew these hooks were going to fall eventually.
Yes, and you see this is basketball. He catches it at the block, but look where he shoots the ball at the top of the defensive restricted area. We've talked about.
By Finney Smith, there it is, got the seal, and Edey got the dunk. Great recognition by the Grizzlies.
He's going to be as successful. We'll see here the high-low. Great flash, nice find inside. Good job keeping the ball high by Zach Edey and going and finish. The one thing that we haven't seen him do as well is the first thing we do think of when you see Alfred Sengun is nice seal and finish here for Edey on the interior. With Edey there, deep post position on the other. The sleeper team of the Eastern Conference.
Edey, tough catch, but nice finish. Aldama. Edey is open for 3. Bango. Bain again, a spin. Dump down Conchar. Topside and Edey 3. Yes, sir!
The second of the night.
Zach Edey's second 3 of the night. Edey for 3. Bango. With the long rebound. Nembhard off the back iron and the rebound to Edey. This is an Indiana team. They don't rely heavily on the 3. They do a lot of business in the mid-range as Edey cranks up a 3 and puts it in.
And listen to this crowd. The amount of fans, when they announced Zach Edey in the starting lineup, you thought that we were back in Memphis with the amount of cheers. That was the impact that he had at the University of Purdue as Turner misses that corner.
Edey for 3. Bango. You have to at least. Grizzlies have it first to start the 4th. C.J. McCollum back on the floor, along with BC and Javonte Green. Edey's got to look at a 3 and puts it in. The rookie, Zach. 3rd triple in 5 tries for Minnesota. Edey will try a 3 and make that one, and it's the Grizzlies' second. Washington, Bain in the lane. Edey will crank it up from downtown and put it in. Zach Edey, his 10th triple of the season.
Allow him to get to the basket.
Edey for 3. Zach Edey, side Curry triple. He's still dry. Edey, a walk-up 3. Puts it in! Zach Edey with the triple. Was protesting, but it was Edey's foul.
Well, how about that? The drop back, and Zach Edey, you said it right, partner, walks in to the 3 and knocks it down and lets you know I have that in my game too.
It is Edey's 7th triple in 11 tries. Edey open, Hits the three. Zach Edey. Playing in shorter shifts, there's a greater probability. Arabia sets up Edey for three. He hit another one.
So the three looks so good coming out of his hand when he shoots it.
Edey 2 for 2 from the long line tonight.
Two of the 6 threes tonight from Zach Edey.
Jackson Davis, extra pass. Healed, 6 on the shot clock. Healed, drives, crashes into Marcus Smart. It's an offensive foul.
Talking about Marcus Smart sacrificing his body, even at this juncture of the game, to come up with the force a turnover. And on the other end, Jake LaRavia drives. Zach Edey says, just find me open. I'll knock it down.
And he'd been working on that three-point shot all the way back. In Milwaukee, they held him to 99. Edey for three. Bingo! Valanciunas tries for three. Rebound Edey.
Great job by Kennard to not run to Valanciunas, but he went to Corey Kispert, forcing Valanciunas to shoot the three.
Edey for three. Yes!
Do it, big fella! Do it! I told you, Bart, I want him to think more offensive. He wasn't thinking offensive when he came into the game. But 2 baskets, let's see if that gets the offensive mojo continuing to roll.
A 21-4 run by the Grizzlies. 15 points off the bench, including 6 by Edey. He's already 4 made threes tonight. Little inside out. LaRavia 2 for 2 from 3. And the big fella.
You don't want to respect me? Nobody wants to guard me. Valanciunas standing all the way at the basket. When Edey says, I'll knock down a 3 of my own.
He's 3 of 5 on the young season. Here of the game, Morant's been spectacular, but Zach Edey, you shoot 90% with 7 dunks, 21 and 11 with 4 blocks.
It's your night.
It's your night.
And the big fella used his size in this basketball game, whether he was blocking shots, finishing around the rim with ferocity and dunking the ball, not down the walk-up 3. He has had a major impact here tonight, but the Grizzlies are going to need more down the stretch here, only allowing 1 shot attempt for the Brooklyn Nets, but they're going to have to also do a good job on their offensive end, continuing to finish.
Grizzlies 127, Raptors 103. Zach Edey is a native of Toronto, and so you're playing your hometown team, you want to play your best. He's played one of the best games of his young NBA career tonight. 20 points, 13 boards, a couple of blocks.
Just like this entire Grizzlies team, this has been a bounce-back game for Zach Edey. Also, went up against one of the biggest, strongest, more athletic bigs in the game, and Zubac, and got an education into what it is to be a big in this game. And tonight, Zach Edey's imprint all over this basketball game. Scoring, physical presence, blocking shots, changing shots, offensively and defensively rebounding. He was a man-child on the floor here tonight.
1 point, 16 rebounds, and 2 block shots. He is with Rob Fisher.
Zach, you guys gave up 70 in the first half. What was talked about at halftime that you guys needed to come out and do?
We just need to come up with a different mentality. Really focus on that end of the floor. They were getting a lot of drives, a lot of touches in the paint. They were doing some stuff that we said in the scouting report we needed to take away, so we just focused in on that.
Offensively, 155 points. What was working well all night?
I mean, you score 155, a lot of things are working well all night.
It was good. Playing next to Jaren Jackson Jr., and he had a big night again tonight, and he's had a lot of big nights here recently. What impresses you about his game playing with him?
Just his ability to freestyle. His ability to, like, he can get in any situation. He somehow finds a way to make a shot. He can make shots from all over the court, all different types of angles, all different types of slots. It's really impressive to watch. And then obviously everybody knows about him on defense.
Playing against Toronto, extra special for you tonight?
For sure, for sure.
Wanted to get out and get this win and show something?
Yeah. This has been, I mean, it's a team I grew up watching.
5 games on the road now in a row. What's important going into this trip?
Just lock in on what we got to do. Great to get the momentum started like this, but we just got to take every game like the last one didn't happen.
Congratulations on the win. Great game tonight, Zach.
Yeah, thank you.
Zach Edey, 21 and 16 tonight. Zach Edey, the rookie out of Purdue, his 4th double-double of the season. And the 6th time he has blocked multiple shots in a game as well. He was dominant tonight, start to finish. Grizzlies win at 155-126. Back to wrap it up in a moment.